Praise the Lord. God is good. God is great. Jesus is alive and well. Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, call a familiar face. Call all the folks you know, from your family and relatives to your friends, your classmates, your roommates, your significant others, your spouses, and everyone else. From friends, amigos, comrades, compadres, to your frenemies and enemies. Tell them that your boy is doing his YouTube CVS station identification. No, it is not the Pharmacy. It's Channel Vlog Show, known as WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here is your host of the show, where there's ordinary and there's him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Announcer, for that wonderful intro. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. This is episode number 814. What's going on, everybody? This is Saturday, December the 18th, 2021, 4:38 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 week away from Christmas. Next Saturday is Christmas. Would you believe that? And, I'm kind of shocked. The time is flying everywhere. But, a lot of things have been happening around here in our household. Just keep me and my family in your prayers. I appreciate it. I don't want to talk about what's going on here. I know some people have not found out, and some people have not known what's going on. I want to keep this thing. I want keep this thing under wraps a little bit. No pun intended, but I know a lot of people know what's going on, and it's, like I said, it's been. All I can say has been a very big emotional struggle for me and my family, but we're praying for. We're praying that God does miracles, and if you believe in the power of prayer and believe in the Lord, He can work for you. There's a saying in the Bible that says all things come together for the good of those who love Him, and that's one thing that I've always believed in that, and so I always stand by the word. So. I'm just very, very blessed to have a great family and a great and good friends out there. So, very, very thankful for that. And I'm trying to hang in there, trying to be strong, and I'm going to try to be entertaining to you guys, if you guys don't mind. If you, I was like, come home exhausted. I clocked in early, clocked out early. Don't have to worry about dealing with a lot of people. I know this coming week is the final week of final week of shopping days until unbelievable. It's Christmas next week. And then 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks left until the new year of 2022. What will 2022 bring? Who knows? Well, one thing's for sure, I'm ready for 2022, to my honest opinion, because this month has been really, really rotten. And I know it's supposed to be a great time for the holiday season. I usually be gung-ho and all that, but because of everything happening, it has not been that, but I'm trying to, but I got to make the most of it somehow, and, I'm going to try to emotionally stay the course, and that's what I need to do, and, I'm very, very concerned. Some people know what's going on, some people don't, and I'm not going to say anything. I want to protect my family, and respect them as well, so let's not worry about any of that. Because if you worry and worry and worry and worry, you're going to get emotionally wrecked. If you worry about stuff, and everything else. But one thing's for sure, if you worry, then it won't come for you. You know what I mean? I'm just going to try to stay strong. Okay, the only thing I need to worry about is talking about SmackDown 205 Live. You guys know my little wrestling recap event centers, I like to call them. And that's what we're going to do. It starts off with Paul Heyman hanging out in the back waiting for Roman Reigns, and he's holding Roman Reigns' championship. More on that. More on that down the road. Tag team matchup in the form of the women's division. This is an interesting team. Sasha Banks and Toni Storm. As you know, Toni Storm has been making quite the impact ever since she made her debut. She's going after Charlotte Flair for the championship in the very near future. How near? Well, you got to cannot wait to find this out, right? And it's because Sasha Banks really gave Toni Storm a lot of props, going up against Charlotte Flair and Shotzi, and it was a heck of a matchup. But in the end, Toni Storm pinned Charlotte Flair in that tag team matchup, giving Sasha Banks and Toni Storm the victory. Yeah, Toni Storm, everybody, people say, people are dissing Toni Storm. I think everybody else has failed to realize Toni Storm's a former NXT UK Women's Champ and a Mae Young Classic winner of 2018 in the tournament, beating Io Shirai, one of the best. So it's, so a little bit more on Toni Storm. Mansoor, Gulak, Drew Gulak, Ricochet, Rick Boosh, and Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sir Kofi Kingston, Hale, and King Woods, as you know. And Shinsuke Nakamura, he's a classy dude. I gotta love the classiness in Shinsuke Nakamura. Because he was the last king before the King of the Ring tournament when he gave up the crown. He beat Corbin, transformed Happy Corbin. A little bit more on Happy Corbin. And the Usos interrupt the New Day. The New Day, they started trash talking each other. The tag team titles on the line at day 1 in 2 weeks. Day one. Deo. Deo. I'm a weird dude. Anyways, yeah, they interrupted the New Day, and they started a little talk trash, and the Usos walk away. So, the Viking Raiders with brand new music of Raid. I just get, hey, let's hold this can of Raid, We'll keep all the bugs away, Anyways, went up against Jinder Mahal and Shanky. Shanky, I heard he's 7'1" and over 300 pounds. This is a big dude. But despite that, the Viking Raiders with their awesome athleticism, even for men of their size, especially Ivar, who's like a homeboy from Massachusetts, fellow Massachusetts native, they ended up winning the matchup. So the Viking Raiders are one step closer to face either to go for those tag team titles. And believe me, the Viking Raiders would be the third team, I believe, to accomplish this feat of taking the NXT, Raw, and SmackDown tag team titles. FTR, now back then known as the Revival, were the first duo to do it. The second duo to pull that off was, Street Profits. Will the Viking Raiders be the third? We'll find out. So, Megan Moran interviewed Natalya about Xia Li. It seems like Xia Li's going to have her first challenger, first feud. Natalya would be perfect. And Xia Li's going to have her martial arts skills, while Natalya's going to have her grappling skills. And believe me when I say this, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, really. Martial arts versus, the martial arts versus Natalya's Hart family style. I call it Hart style, Hart wrestling style, So it'll be very interesting to see this feud go down. Happy Talk with Happy Gorman, and they had Madcap Moss, obviously, and they had the desk of Adam Pearce with Drew's sword stuck in it. And they do the stupid bad jokes, as they always do, insulting Drew McIntyre. So they decided to try to pull out the sword. Both of them tried to pull out the sword. They couldn't do it. It's like King Arthur and the Sword and the Stone. Remember that? Drew McIntyre comes out, interrupts them, he attacked both men, and then pulled the sword out. He got Angela back. So I thought that was pretty cool. Sami Zayn was talking to Anna Pearce and Sonya Deville, and Sami Zayn's running his mouth as usual, complaining about Lesnar and Reigns and yada, yada, yada. But then Anna Pearce had this idea of the 12 Days of Christmas 12-man gauntlet match. And I forget who would be involved in that match. I know Ricochet would be the Viking Raiders, Los Lotharios, and all that. The winner of the matchup, winner of that gauntlet match, that's next week. All right? That's next week, Christmas Eve. The winner of that matchup will get a shot at Shinsuke Nakamura's Intercontinental Championship. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be a heck of a matchup. And so Ridge Holland went one-on-one with Cesaro. Actually, Ridge Holland hit Cesaro in the stomach with his billy club before the match even happened. And then that got... And then that... But that gave the ability for Ridge Holland to pick up a huge victory over Cesaro. But he had some help. He had that help with that belly club. Drew McIntyre's walking around the store looking for Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin, and a little bit more on that one. Naomi addresses the Chicago crowd about Sonya Deville. Calls out Sonya Deville. She shows up, and then she says your opponent will be Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler attacks Naomi from behind. They had the matchup, and ended up picking up the victory over Shayna Baszler. That is huge. Huge on the part of Naomi. And Megan Morant, once again, interrupting interviewing Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss, and Happy Corbin, and they were hiding from Drew McIntyre. I'll tell you one thing right now. They're scared of Drew McIntyre now. They're scared. Well, another matchup between New Day and Usos. This rivalry has gone on for a long time, and in the end, the New Day, the Royal Court of the New Day, I should say. That's what they should have that. Oh, by the way, Heyman was still, I forgot to tell you, after the Happy Corbin segment, Paul Heyman was still waiting for Roman Reigns, but a van arrived, an SUV arrived. It was none other than Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's like, ugh. Anyways, so, but Heyman, after the New Day Usos matchup, Heyman waits for Reigns again. Roman Reigns finally arrives, and then Roman Reigns goes, let's head to the ring. So, and Roman Reigns was asking Heyman a question about, are you a special counsel for me or an advocate for Brock Lesnar? And he said that I'm not protecting Lesnar. I'm not protecting you from Lesnar. I'm protecting Lesnar from you. He goes, thank you for being honest, but you're fired. Heyman was Superman punches him or about to attack. Heyman would steal chairs, and Brock Lesnar arrives and attacks the Usos and Reigns with 2 F5s. I'm starting to think, is this going to be the first time Paul Heyman's turning face for the in any wrestling? Because Paul Heyman's been a heel manager throughout his entire career, and he usually does a pretty good job. All right, let's go to 205 Live. The Lash Legend once again in action, trying to pick up her second victory. Went up against Saray, the returning Saray. She came back from Japan and ended up beating Lash Legend. When Lash Legend tried to grab the tights, and Saray kind of gave Lash Legend her own medicine. Legend attacks Saray from after the matchup. Lashes out at Saray on the mic after the attack. Another women's tag team action, 205 Live. Valentina Feroz and Ulisa Leon went up against Erica Yan and the debuting Fallon Henley, and but the North American connection of Ulisa Leon and Valentina Feroz picked up the victory there. And Malik Blade and Ru Fang went up against Legado del Fantasmas, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza, and Legado did pick up the victory there for the team. They had Electro Lopez in their corner. So that is it. That's all the time we have on the show for SmackDown 205 Live Event Center for December the 17th, 2021. On the next episode, I'll be talking about AEW Rampage. So a lot to go down. Oh, huge news on SmackDown before I go. The Women's Championship on SmackDown will be on the line next week, Christmas Eve, when Toni Storm challenges Charlotte Flair. Will Toni Storm get a Christmas gift early? Gotta tune in and find out. We gotta go for Monday Night Raw. On Monday Night Raw, The Cutting Edge, Maurice will be the special guest on that show as well. It'll be very interesting to see what happens there. All right, I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. I wish you all the peace, the love, and God's blessings from him above through me to you. And I will see you on the next episode, okay? So peace for now.